Welcome to AutoSens, the world's leading community for ADAS and autonomous vehicle technology development. We create best-in-class events, training, and information for the purpose of connecting the global community of engineers, scientists, and other automotive industry experts. One such expert joining us today is Julie Kim, the Global Business Development Group Leader at Nextchip. And Julie, welcome to AutoSens, and thank you for being with us today.
Hello, this is Julie Kim at Nextchip. It is very glad to meet you.
Julie, we're excited to have you. Can you tell us a little bit about Nextchip? Give us an overview of the company and tell us about some of the work you're doing today in the automotive industry.
Yes, Nextchip is the technology company related to the embedded vision system, especially in automotive field. Based on 26 years know-how of image processing and chip designing, we call it as ISP. Nextchip has been a major player for viewing and sensing camera system. So starting from local customer in South Korea, Nextchip has been reaching to the mass productions recording globally as well. For instance, like a rear view camera and surround view, etc. So we already have a lot of record in the market, not only from Korea, also all of the globally. So that's why we had a quite good success model recently.
Yeah, absolutely, Julie. Let's talk about some of those successes. Let's talk about some of those design wins. Share some of the things that you've had happen recently in the automotive market.
So actually, in terms of the image quality standard, actually there are so many subjective standards in the market and even in the customer OEM tiers. Namely, there are quantitative standards with proper, proper reason. However, there are so many different standards in the market. Even in the end, they are doing qualitative test again. So also, if we think about the camera for ADAS and autonomous driving, they are aiming for the human vision and machine visions. It's quite different, and there is a requirement to support various filter array, which is the image sensor pixel technology. A little bit, it will be a little bit technical way we can say, but since ISP received the raw data from the image sensor, we do fully understand its technology and how to handle it to reach the best image quality for vision technology. Actually, the image tuning task needs the quite manual effort and to be fully understand the pixel technology. From this point, we are good at that part actually. So the reason we get a lot of the success story with the OEM is we offer the best image quality to meet their standard actually.
Julie, you've brought along some PowerPoint slides to share with our viewers. Let's take some time now to go through those. Tell us about the information that's on these PowerPoint slides.
Mm-hmm. So I mentioned about the color filter array. That is the pixel technology from the image sensor actually. So recently, all the vehicle had installed a lot of camera in the vehicle, like sometimes like a 10 or 12 camera in a vehicle recently. But depending on the installed camera locations, they are using different CFA, color filter array. So that's why the camera needs the image tuning, depending on the color filter array. The reason why car maker use a different color filter array in a vehicle is they wanted to have a good image balance from the low luminance, or like they wanted to have a color component in their image. So to have both, or to have one of them, they wanted to they can use some special color filter array with their camera. So as you can see for instance, as you can see the example of the camera installed in a vehicle, you can see like a front view or side or even rear, even in cabin camera. They have their own some target image quality with the special CFA. So that is the main reason they have a good image quality from the different color filter array with the ISP. So in a vehicle, the recent camera is increasing its demands depending on their installation locations. So, for instance, like for the human vision and machine vision, they wanted to have it in their ADAS or autonomous driving system, but eventually they wanted to have a two image quality for human vision and for the sensing vision as well. So tune the image quality has a different way to have a final result. So that is the main role from the ISP to retrieve the proper image quality for the ADAS and autonomous driving camera system.
Nextchip will be part of our AutoSens Detroit event coming up here in May, AutoSens Detroit 2023. Julie, you'll have a demonstration for attendees. Tell us more about what they get to experience when they come by and see you.
Yes, we recently released the ISP named Phoenix and Apache U. Their major points are supporting various color filter and higher resolutions. So first of all, Phoenix is mainly targeting in-cabin camera solutions by supporting RGB IR color filter array, which is the key trend in driver and occupant monitoring system. That RGB IR eventually can help to have a better camera for viewing and sensing system. And also, as you can see, the Euro NCAP regulation, the actually expect to have a more safety function in a vehicle to prevent the accidents. So one of them is actually driver and occupant monitoring system. As you know, in-cabin condition is quite dark, so that's why they wanted to secure more light from the image sensor, and that is the one of the start point with the RGB IR image sensor. But to have a RGB and IR separately, more clear signal to reach it to the backside, actually. Between the image sensor and ECU side, actually they need the like ISP to have a better image quality. And in case of the Apache U, which is the stands for the supporting UHD resolution, more higher resolution, like 8 megapixel. So UHD resolution is required in, especially in front ADAS and autonomous driving camera system. So in the beginning, actually, the system only require for the sensing part. That means you don't need to color component. But eventually, looking at the front sensing means you have to distinguish like a color from the traffic sign, like a red and yellow. So to have a special CFA that I showed before is usually using the, for instance, like RCCG or IYYCY, but those CFA is quite a lack to reach it to the distinguish red and yellow. That is the main. That will be main point, main role of the ISP actually, to make clear this is red, this is yellow, to make the car stop or run into the car. So that is the one of the background we designed the Apache U. So we will have a demonstration, both of them in AutoSens Detroit. So you can see all the real-time operating with our ISP with RGB IR and 8 megapixel demonstration as well.
Julie will be excited to experience those demonstrations. In the meantime, from all of us here at AutoSens, we want to thank you for taking the time out of your schedule today, for sharing your expertise and your thought leadership. And again, we'll look forward to seeing you at AutoSens Detroit in May. Thanks for being with us today, Julie.
My pleasure. Thank you.
For more in-depth interviews like this, subscribe to our AutoSens YouTube channel and follow AutoSens on LinkedIn. For more information on our world-class events, visit auto-sense.com. That's auto-sense.com. In Detroit, on behalf of AutoSens, I'm Carl Anthony.